everybody, welcome to another studio vlog. So today is Monday. I have a ton of things that I need to get done. I have a pattern test that I was asked to do, so I have to do that. I have a couple of custom orders that I still have to work through, but my living room is a little bit of a mess. And including that yarn over there. So I desperately need to start working on some of those projects. I don't necessarily know if I'm just going to go and completely clean it all in one go. I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably going through and actually working on and finishing all of the projects that I have kind of started or I have yarn out for. And then just kind of, once I finish those projects, put whatever yarn is left away. I also have a couple of bins here with, again, some more yarn on top for projects. But yeah, I have a couple of bins here that I need to go through. I had a massive sale this past weekend on book sleeves. I'm still going through inventory from kind of that. I'm going to let you know here that all of the book sleeves that I had in the sale section of my site, they will be permanently discounted. This past weekend, I had a sale where they were, I think, 25% off. They are going to be, like, capped at that. Like, they're going to go down to whatever that price was at whatever percentage off they were this past weekend, and they are going to stay there until they're gone, because I have way too many book sleeves. I need to get rid of them so I can bring in some more stock for you guys. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to be going through those couple of bins tonight when my husband gets home. Yeah, we'll go through those, get the inventory all figured out, and I'm probably going to right now start doing that pattern test. I'm not sure exactly when it needs to be done, but I definitely want to get it done sooner than later because my friend needs to know some details on it. So I'm going to get started on that. I got my yarn for the pattern test. We'll see how this goes. So I'm not sure if you can really tell, but I apologize for how dark it just got. It's really starting to storm outside, so it's kind of giving these cool, like, spooky fall vibes. But I was able to get the 2 feet and the 2 arms done, so on to the body. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear the thunder. Let's see if I can get it again. I'm going to start working on the body, but I'm going to leave this going to see if I can catch the thunder again. I don't know if we're going to get another clap of thunder, but it was pretty loud. Oh, here, there's just some lightning, so we'll see. I hope you guys could hear that. That was a really, really good one. My fall loving heart is like loving this right now. That, and we haven't had rain in a pretty long time, so we desperately needed it. So yay for the rain, but I love a good thunderstorm. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning. I'm just kind of like looking at my list of things that I need to get done. Yesterday I was able to get done a pattern test, the one that you'll see me crocheting earlier in the video. I was able to get that done. I did a bunch of like content yesterday, so not necessarily the things on my list that I needed to get done. I did have some orders too that I got those done, got them packed, and they're shipped out today. I wanted to work on some of the sea turtles yesterday, did not get to that. I wanted to go through the bins, did not get to that. Today, I'm not sure. I'm going to try my hardest to get to those, but I do have yoga later, so we'll see how that goes, because it's gonna be a little bit of time for me to get out to yoga, do yoga, and then come back. But yeah, so I'm looking at my list. I have a few things that I wanted to work on today. I was able to do all of my posts for today, so that's all good. Looks like I wanted to work on mini ghosts and film a reel, but I don't think I'm going to be able to film that reel because that's going to take me a fairly decent amount of time to make all of the things that I want to make for that reel. So I think I might, I guess I could start it, but it's going to be a little bit of time of me crocheting. But anyways, I do have a couple of custom orders that I probably should go through and finish. I have one that's like probably 75% done. I just have a couple of pieces that I have to make for it still and then sew it all together, and it is done. The other one I have not started yet, so I think I'm gonna try to get started on that one. It shouldn't take me too long to do. It's a pattern I've done before. It's just a different color combo. I'm really kind of getting to crunch time. The event that I was supposed to have this past Sunday, no, not this past Sunday, the Sunday before, it ended up getting rained out, and the rain date is now this coming Sunday. So thankfully I was able to make a bunch more things for this market, but I'm also feeling the crunch because I think coming up I have 2, 6, 8. I have 8 markets coming up. I don't know why I do this to myself all the time. I get like super ambitious to do all of these markets and make a lot of money during the fall and then not necessarily have to work through the winter. So I am going crazy trying to prep for these markets. Yeah, I think it's 8 solidified markets that I've paid for so far. There is one that I am waiting on, at least one that I'm waiting on for confirmation. But that's November, toward the end of November, so I have a smidgen of time to be able to prep for that one as well. But yeah, so I've got at least 8 confirmed markets or market dates, weekends, that I have to make stuff for. So, really feeling the pressure starting to ramp up. So I'm gonna go quick make those custom orders. I'll take you along with me And then after that, I'll kind of see where I'm at time-wise. I might start that long video that I wanted to do, but if I start it today, it's definitely going to be like over the course of the next couple of days. So yeah, let's get started on those custom orders. I just finished up my first custom order. It is this cute, humongous whale. Waiting to hear back from the person that wants this custom order, so I'll put this off to the side, wait for her to contact me and get shipping details figured out, and we'll get the whale to her. I went ahead and I grabbed the colors for my next custom order, so we're gonna start on that. More minutes before I have to leave for my yoga, but so far I got all 4 legs and both wings done, and I'm just starting on the body. So see you after yoga. Morning everybody, it is Wednesday morning. I am currently on my way to get my nails done. I did work a little bit this morning on some book sleeve orders. I was not able to get all of those done, so after my nail appointment, when I get home, I will be finishing those up and then taking those to the post office this afternoon. So I can't wait to get my nails done. They desperately need to be done. They're really long, and I'm not a fan of big, long nails. I, of course, work with horses. I own horses, so having long nails is not good for me because they always seem to rip off whenever I'm working with the horses. So they're getting to the length where they need to get trimmed down, and I was almost ready to cut them myself before coming to this appointment, but I'm super excited to get them done, and I can't wait to show you guys what I got. Just got finished with my nails. They are these really cute chromy ghosties. They are adorable. I love them so much. Thank you, Sam. Now I am headed out shopping. I have to grab a couple of things. I was gonna try to hit up a Goodwill because I have a little project that I want to try, but I have to get something first before I can actually try it. So I'm gonna head over there. I just got back from going and getting my nails done. I am going to quick finish up serging some book sleeve orders and then pack those, and I have to take them to the post office and then go pick up my husband from work. So let's get to that. Yes, I did go shopping. Yes, I did buy some stuff for a super secret project. I really would like to show you guys, but for now, I think I'm gonna keep it secret. I really would like to be kind of, have it be like a kind of exclusive item, at least for this area. I really haven't seen anybody else make this, so especially in this area. So I'm gonna do that, kind of keep it a little close to my chest for now. But you guys will definitely see it once I kind of finalize everything. I'm not even sure if it's gonna work. So for me, it's just gonna be a lot of trial and error and seeing if I can get it to work. And yeah, we'll go from there. I have been thinking about possibly doing a Patreon. I think back quite a few years ago, I wanted to do a Patreon and do like certain tiers get like book sleeves and stuff, and I still have to do a little bit more research into that because I tried doing that and it just wasn't working. So I was gonna look into that a little bit more and see if you really can do like physical rewards in Patreon or not. If not, I think if I do a Patreon, it'll more than likely be Like, you guys will get first dibs on a lot of the new drops. I might, because I'm looking at making my own website as well, I might be able to give you guys like a password where it's like a Patreon exclusive shop or something. So I'm gonna look into that a little bit more, but if I start a Patreon, you'll definitely hear about my secret projects and stuff that I have coming up, different events that I have coming up. I might even do like a exclusive Patreon sale or drop or something like that on my site too. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna do more research on it and hopefully let you guys know how that goes. But yeah, I really like sharing stuff with you guys, but for now, I think as I'm really trying to build my business and kind of keep my business brand how it is, I'm gonna keep things a little bit more secret for now. But really what I'm saying with saying all of this, I'm really just trying to build my brand. I'm trying to make some things kind of exclusive to me for my area. Like there's a lot of crocheters in my area, and it's not a bad thing. Like, more power to people that crochet and whatnot, but there's a lot of people that like they do specific things. So like if me and another crocheter from my area are in a market, 9 times out of 10 we don't necessarily have the same stuff. I've done a lot of research, found a lot of different patterns, and try to like keep things more exclusive toward me. If I see that somebody is doing patterns that I have, I try to switch things up and do something different. Not only to keep my inventory fresh, but to also try not to be like anybody else. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I want to stand out. Like, I want people to look at my stuff and go, oh, hey, that's from Booknerdchelcie. Like, that's really cool. I don't want someone to look at my stuff and go, oh, hey, that vendor 3 booths down has the same exact thing. So yeah, just building my brand, building my business. I really want people to know that it's me and know that they're getting quality items when they buy stuff from me. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing that. Keeping things close to my chest for now, and hopefully I can figure out how to do the whole Patreon thing, and then you guys will be in on a little bit more of the exclusive stuff that's coming up. I'll probably be talking to you guys about drops sooner. Like I have a upcoming drop, which I haven't said anything about it as to like what the patterns are or anything, but my Patreons would know what patterns they are going to be sooner than, say, the general public. Which I think that's neat. I've been a Patreon member with a bunch of other people, more so crocheters than anything. So I know a little bit of like the gist of how things work. It's just I was a little confused on the whole physical product thing, because I have seen people use Patreon to do the physical product, but I'm not sure exactly how to work that myself. Most of the time it's like a crochet artist doing like a digital file, and you get the digital file and it's super quick and easy and you don't have to ship anything. But anyway, I'll look into that and let you guys know, hopefully sooner than later. And then I'm going to be working on making my own website away from Etsy. I'll keep my Etsy. I don't mind my Etsy because there's a decent marketplace and stuff, so there's constantly traffic and people seeing my stuff without me having to constantly promote it. But stuff like a lot of my plushies, my custom orders, this new product that I'm looking into making, I think it would be better on my own website, and then I don't have to necessarily deal with all of the crazy Etsy stuff and the Etsy fees and whatnot that are certainly going to be charged for those products. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more research on that and let you guys know. And I probably should get these all packed up and go get my husband from work. So I'm gonna do that. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning. Today is actually mine and my husband's 4-year wedding anniversary. So he said he was gonna be home earlier today than normal so we could go and do some stuff, which I'm not quite sure exactly what we're gonna do, but I'm super excited for that. I've been kind of taking it easy this morning. I did wake up kind of early, but I was super exhausted, so just kind of eased into the morning. I have been slowly working on a blanket. I've been trying to do temperature blankets for the past couple of years. I have 2 that they're not done at all. Like, I have all of the data and everything figured out so I can go through and finish them whenever I get a chance to, but I have not had that chance to finish them. So this year, if you've been with me since the beginning of this year, you'll know this project. If you haven't, I'll explain it a little bit. So this year I decided instead of doing a temperature blanket, I wanted to do a book blanket. So for every book that I read, I will crochet a section of the blanket or a certain number of rows. So here so far is my book blanket that I have done. Each color signifies what genre the book is, and how many rows signifies how long the book is. So we have a lot of books that are like about 3 to 4-ish rounds, so they're about like 300-ish to 500-ish pages, depending on how many rows there are. There was a little book here, where is it? Yeah, it was that one. It's, I think it was like 200 pages or something, so it only has like 2 rounds. But each book section is like divided by this gray round, so then I can kind of like see what books there are, because if I didn't do that, you like, for this row, you would not be able to tell that it was 2 different books. You would think it was like one massive book. So had to do that divider round. But I started this project, of course, in January. I've always been a reader. I love reading books, but the past couple of years with trying to build my business and everything, it's been kind of slow for me in the reading like realm. So this year, with being in a book club and reading books for book club, I really wanted to step up my reading game again and get back into doing something that I love, because with crochet, it used to be my hobby, but now it's actually my job. So I needed a hobby away from my job. So reading became that. So in getting back into reading, this was kind of something that would help me really dive into the reading and continue reading and really want to read, because I want to make a decent sized blanket, of course. So I have to read enough books to make a decent sized blanket. So in years prior, I had been reading like upwards of 70-ish books. So far this year, I think I'm at like 55 or something like that. I'll have to like insert the actual number up here. But I'm doing very well. But I started this blanket, of course, in January, but I put the blanket down in, I think, March. And I haven't worked on it since. Things just got crazy with doing markets and stuff, so I was market prepping for the markets, and I needed to work on other projects instead of working on this. Granted, yes, I was still reading books, listening to books through audio, so I continued to keep up with my list and everything, but I just have not continued to keep up with the blanket. So with having a little bit of a lull between markets, I am actually going to begin my mornings crocheting at least 2 books per morning. So like at least a few rounds. I'm just gonna pop on like a TV show or something, drink my coffee, maybe if the weather's still nice, sit outside for a little bit and do at least 2 books. I know I can listen to an audiobook, like 1 audiobook per day, so I want to do at least 2 books a day so that way I can maybe hopefully keep up. But yeah, so in future videos and social media posts, you will definitely see me going back to my book blanket and working on that. I think I've only done 2 posts, like showing what books I've read and everything on Instagram. So I think I need to catch up with March and then continue on from there. So I'm going to keep doing this. You're definitely going to be seeing me post a lot more. Keep an eye on my Instagram stories because as I finish the rounds with the books, I will post the rounds and the particular book every day that I finish them on my Instagram stories. So you can see immediately there what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what I finished. But then after that, each month I will like kind of collaborate those photos from the Instagram stories and put them in like a big kind of like carousel reel on Instagram, detailing what books I've read that particular month and what rows I've done. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those little projects that I want to do for myself, and I really, really want to finish it. I don't know how many books I've actually gotten done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 16 books done, and I've read at least 55. That's gonna be a lot of work. But anyway, so yeah, keep an eye out for these posts as I work on my blanket. I think I'm gonna do at least 1 more book today. I do have a couple of other things I want to finish, including a little gift for my husband, because there was a little project or little item at one of my last markets that he tried hijacking because he really wanted one, and I told him no because I needed it for the market, and it did end up selling. So I think I'm gonna go do at least 1 book, and then I'm gonna make him that little item and hopefully give it to him when he comes home. So I'm gonna go do that. See you in a little bit. Bye. A quick change of shirt before I start on my blanket. I don't know about you guys, but lately my cats have just been at each other's throats. Like, we don't really have like rivalries too bad in this house, but like for whatever reason, the 3 that are all the same age, Keo, Mochi, and Goose, are just at each other's throats today. Like, thankfully they haven't been like fighting, like full on attacking each other, but like poor Mochi, I don't know if you can see her ears up behind me. She's been like stuck to me like glue because Keo keeps attacking her like all day long. So thankfully, I don't know if you can hear him and his little bell in the background, but I found him a little bell and he's thankfully off playing with that instead of trying to go after either Mochi or Goose. But like normally these guys are fine with each other, so I don't know what the heck has gotten into Keo lately, but driving me bonkers. It's like having a bunch of freaking toddlers and teenagers in this house. Everybody else seems to get along fairly well. I don't know if you guys have that, if you guys have a bunch of cats, if they kind of do that, like from time to time, just form a rivalry all of a sudden and then they're fine and then they form a rivalry again. It's just pain in the butt. The joys of owning animals. Either way, I have a few rows on this blanket that I'm going to do. I'm going to pop you guys on time lapse so you guys don't have to just sit here and watch me slowly crochet this blanket. So I'll do that right now and I'll meet you back when I'm done. I just looked at the time and I'm gonna have to put a pause on the blanket for now. I want to get my husband's little gift thing done, so I have to quick do that before he gets home. I got this little turtle done for my husband. You're so cute. Yeah, my last market, I had made a whole bunch of turtles. Woo, rain's coming down pretty good. I'd made a bunch of turtles for my market and made a bunch of these green ones, and my husband really likes this like hunter green color, and he tried to snag one and I told him no because I was trying to sell them at the market. So I made him one and I'll give it to him later today. But now that I have this done, I'm gonna go back and work on my blankets. I just finished adding another book to my book blanket in the pink. So I think I'm gonna put this aside for the day. I do have a bunch of pumpkin turtles that I have to work on, so I think I'm gonna get started on those. I have a market this Sunday, so I think I'm gonna try to, like I said, finish the pumpkin turtles, possibly do a couple of fall keychains, maybe another sunflower turtle. I'm trying to stick with like a sunflowery fall theme because it's going to be at a like you pick sunflower farm. So I'm gonna get to that and get those started and hopefully finish a few tonight, but we'll see because my husband should be here any minute now and I'm not sure exactly what we're doing tonight for our anniversary, but we're doing something. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning. Tella wanted to come say hello. So she's gonna be chilling with me here. So yesterday night, my husband and I went out for our anniversary. We had a order pickup that he pre-ordered for me back in April that finally came in. So we went and picked that up. And then we went to a local cider mill and we got some apple cider donuts and some apple cider. It's my favorite thing to do this time of year is go to that cider mill because they have such amazing like fall treats and apple cider. And fun fact, my husband is a welder and he's worked on a lot of the parts that they use for their apple cider like process. So he has had a hand in helping them make their apple cider, which is really neat. And then after that we went for dinner and it was okay. It was dinner, but it wasn't necessarily my favorite dinner. And then after that, we went and got some groceries. Hi, Tella. Yeah, after that, we went and got some groceries. And then just kind of came home and chilled the rest of the night because it was pretty late by the time we got home. But yeah, so it was a fun night and got some sweet treats and some apple cider that I'm going to be able to enjoy for the next week or so. So today, my plan, I still have to do those pumpkin turtles. I have been slowly working on those pumpkin turtles. I did yesterday actually get a bunch of books in. So I have to go through and make sure that all the stickers are off of those books, make sure that they're all okay, in good condition, and then I can start wrapping those for my blind dates, which I got a bunch of fall books in so I can like break out my fall wrapping paper. So Tella, you gotta be a lady. You can't be showing the booty hole on video. Gotta be lady. So as I was saying, I got a bunch of fall books in, so I can't wait to break out my fall wrapping paper and wrap those up. So every year, well, I mean, I've only been doing the blind dates for about a year now, literally. But through the seasons, I will change the wrapping paper. So if I have fall themed or Halloween themed books, they will all be in my Halloween wrapping paper. And then for Christmas, of course, I'll have like a Christmas themed wrapping paper. That way people can kind of distinguish between the like regular books. Excuse, she's getting so mad that I'm not petting her. But yeah, so changing the wrapping paper, that's so people like know if a certain book is themed a certain way, or I know for me, like this time of year, I love reading fall books, so I'm gonna want to know if the book that I'm picking up, especially a blind date book, is a fall themed book. So that's kind of how I distinguish things. And people really like that. So I'm gonna kind of continue with that tradition, and yeah, I'm gonna go through those books. Excuse me. I'm gonna go through those books. I do have actually a decent order of pins that came in too that I have to go through, so I've got a lot to get to today, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for coming with me for another week in my studio vlog, and I hope to see you in the next one soon. Bye! Say bye, Tella. Bye! Don't bite me, you goofball.